Hi. So, I was just sent this in the mail a couple days ago. A Pelsee 12 dash cam. So, I'm gonna install it and see what it's like. Okay, so this is the Pelsee 12 mirror dash cam that came in the mail here. So it looks like it's a 12-inch touchscreen. Looks like it basically sits on top of your mirror. And then I did have to buy separately a micro SD card to go with it because I don't think it comes with one. So let's open this up and see what it's like. Okay, here's everything that came in the box. So we have our Mirror Dashcam. Looks like it has USB-C, extra AV port, trans flash, because your micro SD card goes in there, hook up for a GPS connector. It looks like a fairly good size camera module. And I think it's going to be a touch screen, which I guess that'll be cool when we plug it in. And then we have the rear camera. And it looks like there might be some wiring you need to do in order to get the power to that rear camera. And then we have a GPS module, instruction book, some trim tools, rubber bands of some kind, and a cigarette lighter. And so this will be to charge the camera. It looks like the cigarette charger will also charge another USB device, so that'll be kind of handy. Okay, so now I'm going to read the directions and we'll see how hard this thing is to hook up. Okay, so the directions here, here's your manual. So it looks pretty straightforward. You got some screws, cleaning cloth, all the different things included in here. Just talks about where the buttons are on it. Rear camera kit. So red trigger wire for the reverse light, mounting bracket, rear camera, AV output. Professional installation is recommended. Stop the engine of your vehicle. Okay, so you just gotta plug in the memory card, strap it around your existing mirror, hook it up to the power, run your line to your rear camera, plug in your plug in your GPS unit, and then it goes through talking about how to use the screen, what different screen commands there are, and that kind of thing. So it doesn't look too crazy. Ooh, streaming media. Set the first view of the display. If you enable self-streaming, you show view from the rear camera by default after powering on. If you disable it, the display will show the last view after powering on off. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I guess I will go and plug this in and set this up in the car, and you can see what it looks like. I currently have a Viaphone A119 version 3 in the car with the anti-flare lens. So this will be an interesting sort of side-by-side comparison, because that Viaphone, I believe, was around $120 or $130 on Amazon right now. That one does not have the GPS connector. This setup on Amazon Canadian, is around $160 or around $170 right now, and it comes with the GPS and it comes with the rear camera. So a little bit extra money, but looks like it comes with some extra stuff. I'm really curious about the mirror, because in my car, so I drive a Chrysler 300. And so in my car, the mirror has an auto dimming feature. So I never need to hit the little tab to dim the mirror at nighttime. And I'm really curious whether this dash camera mirror is going to do the same thing, because that is a feature that I use a lot, where you don't have to think about dimming your mirror. So I'm really curious to see how that's going to check out. But give me a few minutes, I'll start plugging this up and get back to you. Okay, so full disclosure here. Pelsee approached me on Reddit and said, hey, could you take our dash cam and do a video about it? We'll send you one for free. And I said, what? Free crap? Okay, sure. This has got to be a scam, right? So anyway, here we are. So I did not buy this myself. This is, Pelsee gave it to me. That being said, I've discovered a problem here, Pelsee. So my mirror for my car, as you can see, is fairly large, because like I said, it has that auto dimming feature. So I'm trying to get my camera around here so you can see kind of like how large that is. So the way this is supposed to work is on the back of the dash cam, the rubber band wraps around your existing mirror. So that way you can keep using your existing mirror. However, when I try to put it up here, it doesn't reach all the way around. So it will not work on my car unless I get some larger rubber bands. Now, my wife's car, however, she drives a RAV4. And her car has a much smaller mirror. So hers, this thing's going to go around that, no trouble at all. So I'm going to go see if I can find some large rubber bands in the house somewhere to see if I can put it on mine, or maybe I'll just put this in on her car. I don't know. We'll see. But give me a few more minutes. Okay, so it's been a couple of days. I got interrupted when I was recording the earlier half of the video. But basically, the dash camera was too big so my mirror was too big for the dash camera. So here you see I have a Chrysler 300, and that mirror was too big. So I wound up trying to make some chains out of little elastic rubber bands, but that wasn't going to work. It's just going to like die in the heat of the sun eventually, right? So what we're going to do is I put it into my wife's RAV4. In the package, it comes with a rear camera as well as the front dash camera. I did not install the rear camera because honestly I don't feel like fucking around with the wires in the wiring it up and splicing the wires. I'm sure it's very easy to do, but I just don't have the patience for that stuff right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do just the front dash camera on the mirror. Okay, so here we are in my wife's RAV4. And you can see we've got the mirror here. So you just wrap those little rubber bands around the mirror. The camera sticks out to the side. And you take the wires for the GPS and for the power, and you just kind of run them, tuck them in up behind the trim panels. And then I've got my GPS down there. It has a little bit of 3M double-sided tape on the back, so it's glued down, it won't go anywhere. And then I ran the power cable down the side of the car, under the floor panel, up here to our cigarette adapter. Now it does have an extra USB port there, which is cool because now you can still charge other devices. And so now let's turn on the car and we'll see. Okay, so let's grab my keys and we'll power this thing up. Okay. So I'll put the car into accessory mode. And oh, let's peel off this film. There we go. Nice and bright. Okay, so Alright, so we're gonna format the memory card. So let's go to... Okay, I did not read the instruction manual, so if I can't figure this out very easily, then Pelsee, you need to figure this out and make it easier to use. But let's see here. So this did not come with a memory card. I had to go on Amazon and buy a separate memory card. And confirm. Okay. So it holds up to, I believe, a 256 megabyte or gigabyte memory card. So let's give this time to finish formatting that memory card. Oh, it's taking a little while. Okay, format successfully. Perfect. Okay, so now try and keep this thing in focus. Okay, so let's go to home. So driving recorder, so that's there. So let's play with the settings menu. Okay, so recording settings. Let's, you know what? I think my wife will not want her conversations recorded on this thing, so I'm going to turn the microphone off. Back recording, I don't have it plugged in, so I'm going to turn that one off. Anti-flicker. So anti-flicker, I believe, is because people will have, LED headlights and that kind of thing. So you'll have to, I guess we'll have to see which one of those makes sense, 50 or 60 hertz. Resolution. So right now it's at 1440. So yeah, let's do the biggest resolution we can. Display settings. Stream media. Let's turn that on, see what happens. Split screen. Oh, right, because you can have the front and the back camera displaying at the same time with the split screen. Automatic backlight. Let's turn that on. Because then, okay, because I guess it'll adjust the brightness depending on whatever sensor it's got. And then screen sleep. Yeah, let's leave that at 1 minute. Let's see and I think my wife will not want it to be more than that. Detection setting, parking recording. Oh, that's cool. So I guess if you were to wireless in to the battery, so instead of using that cigarette charger, if you were to splice the wires and run it off of a steady power source, then you could have it set to record during parking. Okay. Collision sensitivity, USB power mode, storage, system settings, touch sound. Yeah, let's leave that on. 12-hour. Time zone. Oh, okay. I guess because it has the GPS, it's already automatically detecting my time zone. That's cool. And I can scroll up and down with this. Okay, perfect. So time settings, volume. Okay, GPS. And I guess that is important for GPS stuff. Okay, cool. So, take a snapshot photo. You can play back. Oh, okay, cool. So you can play back. That's pretty cool. And then okay, so it looks like whatever menu that you're in, if you tap to the side, then it defaults it back to that home screen. Or maybe not. Okay, hit the back arrow components. Okay, there we are. And what's this? Oh yes, that would be for your screen brightness. And then, okay, so this is cool. So it'll show you your speed when you're driving. And I guess it has voice commands as well. And what happens if I do this? So how do I make you go back to just the mirror only mode? That takes a picture. Okay. What did I do there? Have I locked the screen now? Okay. Looks pretty neat. So I guess it'll go back, it'll turn the screen off after a minute. You know what? This thing does seem to be flickering. I'm gonna try and change the flicker mode. Let's go into our settings. Settings. Let's go to 60 hertz. There we are. That got rid of our flicker. So now we're not flickering anymore. And now, so from this home menu, you have system info. So it'll give you your firmware version. Driving recorder. So that's this main screen. Video playback. Okay, so okay, so it has different voice commands. Okay, so I'm going to tap on the voice command button and then say a command. Turn off display. Hey, cool. Now we're back to a mirror mode. Turn on display. Okay, that didn't do anything. Okay, you gotta tap it in order to wake it back up again. Okay. So what I am curious about is, so on my wife's car, she has, this little tab that dims the mirror. So I wonder, looks like it's still kind of, okay, it looks like it does kind of shift your light a little bit. Okay. So I guess the only really big thing is just to drive with this and see what it looks like. Maybe drive around the block and then upload a snippet of a video. I guess we'll see you in a minute. Okay, so I just took the car out for a drive, and I'm a little don't know how to feel. So it's taking like here's a video of some of the video that I was taking earlier, and it does definitely have a really nice clarity. Like I'm sure that when you save this onto your desktop computer, it'll look really nice because it'll be in high definition and all that. But so here I am. Let's see here. Okay, so here I am pulling out of the garage here. So I had adjusted so I'm gonna wind up adjusting the mirror so that it's the right sort of angle for me to see with. And so it's gonna be a foggy night. So So when you look at this video, like it's pretty foggy out. Like it's doing a pretty good job of capturing some of the clarity. When you're driving, you can tap on a menu in order to try and see like a live portion of what's going on when you're driving. And when you're driving, it just looks like it's just capturing just those orbs from the lights. It doesn't look like it's actually really capturing anything below. And I'm sure that if you were to put this on your computer, you'd be able to get see a lot more better detail. But you can see like it's actually not terrible. And I think if you were to put this on your desktop and blow it up, you might be able to make out some of those license plates. It's kind of hard to tell. I thought that it was going to try and only capture parts of the screen. I thought it was going to be like pointing up in the sky, but it doesn't look like it's doing that. Actually, I'm fairly impressed because like when we get out here to this video, like it was really thick fog early out there. And it's doing a pretty good job of cutting through that with what light there is. See? And then here's me sort of playing with the night adjustment on the mirror. So yeah, all in all, this Pelsee mirror, I'm not too disappointed. I'm kind of feeling pretty good about this. It's really large. I can still see. So it has these voice commands, so you can say turn off display, turn off display. So I have to speak kind of clearly. But it's a really big mirror. Like I definitely can still see out the back window there. The camera does have a slight adjustment, so if you find that it's pointing like too high up, you can point it back down again, that kind of thing. So like it's a pretty crisp, clear mirror. Pelsee, you're not doing too bad. The only real criticism, I guess, is just these rubber bands that lock it in. If you guys could figure out a way to put some bigger ones in the box so it'll fit on people who have bigger mirrors, then I guess you're good. Okay, yeah, it's around 170, 160 bucks on Amazon Canada right now. For what you get, pretty good deal. And again, Pelsee sent this to me. I did not pay for this, but if it was a shite product, I would tell you. So take that for what it's worth. See you later.